Alright, so here we are with all the pots out of the kiln now, and I'm just going to pan through here real quick, and then I'll go around and show you more in detail. It was a good firing. I fired this kiln last Thursday or Thursday, and then cooled on Friday, and then Saturday Sarah and I went out of town, and so here on Sunday afternoon we came back from Asheville, and I got down here, took the door down, and opened up the kiln to some nice warm pots, warm in temperature and in color. But so quite a few new things happening in this kiln as far as shapes and sort of texture, experiments with some things. I had lots of pots with glaze and slip. I'm doing more with this green glaze, this copper glaze, where I'm waxing out areas of slip, and then also doing some panels with the glaze over the stamped regions. So this is sort of a bowl shape. These are the bowls here. They're not little. They're sort of a nice medium-sized bowl. It's something I started working on in the last cycle, and then I kind of like working with that same weight of clay, and then just going through and making, you know, different statements with the texture, with the glaze, with the slip, with the rope impression, paddling, different things like that. So it's just a nice size kind of a bowl for, you know, different uses. But it's got a nice tall foot on it. I feel like it's a pretty intentional pot. It's got, you know, it's not just a basic hemisphere, you know, round bowl shape. So it's fun to sort of work with something and just play around with variation in that form. This is just a kind of a bucket shape with some pretty intense bluebirds on there. Nice pot. I got some nice soda flashing on the pots in this kiln. Nice atmosphere. This is a faceted bottle. I had a few of these in the last kiln load, and this was one that I didn't get in that last kiln load, and it's really beautiful. I can't wait to make some more of these. I love the shape. I love the foot. It's based on a historical Korean pot, so there'll definitely be more of those, but that one's a beauty. And then these pots with the turtles on them are a new thing. So it's sort of like, you know, I made these pots, or I made this pot, so, and then you just, you know, for some reason this turtle just decided to climb up on here and have a look. And so let me see if I can zoom or focus. So anyway, he's standing up there, kind of messed my rim up a little bit. Then like this guy, he's looking down in the pot, see what's in there. So these got some really nice color. They're fun. They look great. That one's got some beautiful color on it. So those are new. And then of course just lots of mugs. I had some mugs with blue panels, and then mugs with some green panels, rope impressed decoration, waxed out areas, and slipped and glazed. Had some of these little trays. These are just sort of a little quick pot that I make for a filler in the kiln. I'll show you this jar back here. This was a refire. This pot was really dry and sort of boring after it came out of the kiln last time. It wasn't in a great spot, and I refired it, and it just really came out. It's just a knockout. It's really great. It was in the back of the kiln right in front of a soda port, and it really got sprayed. Got some nice gray soda actions, a little bit of reduction there on those edges, and then the stamping really picked up nicely. It's got that cut foot, Michael Simon inspired foot. So, in some little bowls, and then lots of animal jars in this kiln. Different textures on the jars. This frog came out with a little lipstick. So a little copper reduction there on the tip of that frog's head or lips there, so that's kind of a funky thing that you have no control over anything like that happening again. Little rabbit. Some of these I put in, oh, I'll never pick the right one now. Yeah, so I put some color glazes inside of some of these jars this time. Usually these just have my standard Chino glaze, but in a few of these this time, whoops, I'll not find them, just picking and choosing, but some of them have a, oh yeah, see that one's got the green glaze on the inside. I think we got some air traffic overhead today. And had some of these tripod dishes that I've been making for several years with a split rim, and then they're lobed. This is a pot that I really love to make. This pot's developed over the last, gosh, 10 years maybe. And it just keeps changing a little bit, slowly. So a few of those, the bluebirds. Smaller versions with owls. And then I made a few of these berry dishes, berry drainers. So these are pierced, drilled, with 4 little feet and then 2 birds for handles. This one got some sweet flashing. This was right in front of the soda port in the top front of the kiln, and it just got some really nice, this curve around here of soda. Beautiful color transition. I'll see if I can hold still here a second. And then this teapot was also a refire. If Carter's watching, then Carter, here's the teapot that you told me not to refire. But I did anyway. And in my opinion, it's improved. It's different than it was. It wasn't a bad pot to begin with. But I think what I did have a little problem. I feel like this foot has a crack in it now, and I'm not sure if that was there to begin with or if that's something that happened in this second firing. So anyway, that might be a pot that just hangs around here, but it's a beautiful teapot. I had a couple of shallower berry drainers, and then let me move that. And then these square jars, or squared off jars, are something that I'm interested in working on over the next few cycles. These are the first 2 I made, and I'm happy with some aspects of these, but I'll certainly change some other things. I'd like for these to have an elevated foot, maybe a cutout foot, sort of like the one I showed you earlier, or some applied feet, and then just kind of playing around and figuring out more with the proportions and the decoration and where the glaze and the slip goes. But anyway, that's a good start on those pots. They're pretty nice pots. I had some of these shallow roped pasta bowls, a few more of these berry dishes, berry drainers. So these pots, this is like the first run of these pots, and they may change a little over time, but I was happy with these first ones. This is one of 3 platters. The first 2 did not make it through the bisque, and then this one made it through the glaze firing, but then it's got just a little chunk of something that landed in it during the firing. So that's just the way it goes. More pasta bowls there, an altered vase textured with an owl. It's got some nice soda. See the edges of these bowls. I love the variety of the soda glaze on pots. I like the warmth of the slip, and I'm really getting more used to using some glazes. I really wasn't interested in glaze for a long time, and I'm liking the way that I'm using it in combination with the slip now. So, you know, just continued work, you know, just thinking about what do I want the glaze to look like, is the color right, how can I change things, whatever. All those things are questions that I'm asking as I'll start making pots soon again. Alright, well, I'm going to sign off here. The light's getting a little low, but and this video is a little longer than most of my other ones. I usually try to keep it pretty short, but I'm really happy with these pots, and I really want you guys to get a good look at them. And some of these will be maybe in the Etsy store soon. I've got 3 shows coming up in the next month, so I'm going to be on the road. I've got the Thrown Together show coming up this weekend in Charlotte, and then I'll be at Art in the Park in Blowing Rock the next weekend, and then I'll be in Winston, Salem, North Carolina the next weekend. So I'll try to put those dates in the notes below, or the comment section, or if you're on the blog you'll see that somewhere. Or you can just hit me up, give me a shout if you're seeing this on Facebook. If you're interested in anything, I'm really happy to send you some photographs. But oh yeah, so I'll show you. I had this little group of slipped pots, or this titanium slip, this yellow slip that I sometimes use. I'm going to try to start working that in a little more. It has to be in certain places in the kiln, but this is what I'm talking about here. So this is the yellow slip, and then it looks nice with some glazed dots on there. Yeah, good stuff. Okay, alright, well, that's it. I'll try to wind it up here. And man, I just can't wait to get out and show these pots to people. It's good to show them to you guys. Okay, I'm going to stop rambling. Bye. Thanks for watching. I really appreciate it.